Okay, hi guys, this is Tamus. Let me turn on my volume here just a tad. I'm sorry if I'm kind of blowing in your guys' ears. I do not mean to. But here is part 2 of my screen recording software tutorials. I'm sorry on the first one the audio was a bit off. But I am not using the AVS screen capture anymore. I liked the options. I liked how they all had it set up. 1 second, ear itch. Ear itch. Much better. Okay, sorry about that. Happens randomly sometimes. But mainly the big thing that just completely makes me not want to use it is that audio editing thing. And if I had it, if it like saved it into like one of these files on the desktop and then saved it into the editor, I'd like that a bit better, but it doesn't do that. So yeah. So as you can probably see, my setup up here is a bit different. At the beginning of tutorial 1, I mentioned I couldn't really re-record it, the first one, because I do not have expression encoder anymore. If you have seen the first one, I'll put an annotation somewhere on the screen here, or down in the description. If you had seen it, you had heard me mention, I don't know why I just moved that, my bad, that every time I tried to import files into the editor that I came with, my computer would pretty much crash. So I have switched to this fast stone capture, and I'm actually going to go over how to get both of these guys. I did go over. I did not. So I'm sorry, I just completely brain farted. This one the fast stone I will be showing in part 3. So stay tuned for that. And the AVS editor screen capture thingy. So we have FRAPS and AVS screen capture. So I'm sorry I'm a bit all over the place. So in order to download AVS, it's pretty much, AVS editor. I just happened to be working on my first tutorial here. And as you can see, it's got standard stuff. I'm going to do another tutorial on this later, but, transitions, video effects, text, you can add voiceovers. Disk menu, haven't really used that. And if you hit produce, it just kind of takes you into your uploading phases. And I'll discuss more on that later when I actually do the tutorial on this. So if you see right here, it says screen capture. I already saved my file. Before I show you how to download it. Basically just Google AVS video editor. You could just do AVS, but I think doing AVS video editor is more accurate. Just come down here to the first site, and I have tested this even though I have already downloaded it, and just click download. It'll download the trial, and it'll just ask you, every time you open it up, you're using an unregistered version, do you want to continue? Just hit continue. You can hit the other button if you have codes, but that is pretty much how you do it. When you're done, you can just exit after that, minimize that, and now you have AVS editor. Now, I don't really want to screw with my other file there, so I'm just going to open up a new file. I'm sorry if it's a bit laggy because of that, though. So, just going to wait a few seconds for that to open up. See? It just, learn more, continue. Just hit continue. So as you can see, shows kind of your past files. You don't actually have to go up here and hit like new project or whatever, or import media files. You can just drag and drop because you see it's already got your little things except this window going. But you can pretty much just click on screen capture. And as you can see, it gives you this little window and these things at the bottom to work with. So I'm going to go more in depth on those in just a second. You can take the corners, drag it around for the area that you want to record. I don't know how people would want to record like that, or like that, or like that, but hey, they make it possible. So there's that. Just kind of center it again. Yeah, you can select full screen. You can select a little area. Here, let me pull up this guy and minimize it. Selected area. Sorry, that was a bit random. Is pretty much where you just drag like this and then select window. Now this one I kind of like because you can just I do this even if I want it full screen. See, it's blinking all around. That shows the area. So you can either have full screen inside this little area. You can have it full to where it gets all that, or you could have just a search window. And I like that it really kind of breaks it down how low or how much you can do. You can do full screen, the whole screen there, just this screen, or just the search engine. I really like that because if you're doing another tutorial, it's really easy for your viewers to see. So I'm just going to set it like that. If you come over to settings, you can set your keys for stop, pause, and snapshot. With the pause button, not the pause, sorry, with the stop button. I did think this first myself. Usually when it's stop, you also interpret it as start. That's not how it works. This hotkey is for stop only. It took me a couple of tries to finally realize that that was it. Because you actually have to come down here and hit the start, and it'll say, okay, you gotta hit okay, and then it'll start. So yeah, this is the stop only hotkey. And then the pause and resume hotkey. And then snapshot hotkey. So it's pretty much different numbers. You can choose any letter key, any F key, and any number key. That is all the choices that it gives you for single buttons. I just have mine set for 1. Now you can see you can also do different combinations like shift plus 1 or shift plus Corel. That number would still be there, but you can just choose if you want a combination of keys or just the one. The one thing I don't like is that if you want to do only one, it only gives you the letters, F keys, and number keys to choose from instead of like Bandicam or FRAPS, or even the one I'm using right now, the FASTM, gives you the actual choice to click in the box, hit the key that you want, and just leave it as so. Then you can also choose the file you want your stuff saved to. I am just going to leave it as it is because I've already set it up for that. You can pick your file format. I do kind of like this, even though it only gives you 3 choices. For part of a free set, it's actually kind of cool, nice that you get at least a couple choices. Sound, you can choose your device. I have mine set to my headset. Your input, microphone is the only thing I had. You can add the click sound to where, like, if I click, there's a whole bunch of clicky noises, and then you can just kind of pick the sound. I think that's kind of neat that you can pick the different sounds. And then mouse cursor, you can pick if it's like rings, cross, to where it's like a cross like that, rings like that, or circle like that. and then just choose the color by clicking there. And we'll leave that as rings and to distinguish between my left click and my right click on my mouse. You can choose your different type of cursor shape. You get a couple choices here, not a whole lot. Then you can pick the size that you want it. Only 3 choices there, but still it's nice that you kind of get that little bit of creative stuff there. And then for snapshots, you have again 3 file formats that you can choose from. You can have it do this, where it's just a file path before saving. I just set it to a specific folder, and so just snapshots, made a little folder inside of that for that. And so that is pretty much all of the settings. And so yeah, I can just take a few snapshots. I can start capture. It'll remind you what your stop key is, which is kind of nice because, you know, forgetful minds, including myself. And then it'll just record a little bit. When you move, the screen does not move with it. It's a little bit annoying if you want to like move separate windows around. You have to, you know, and you can't move it once you started recording, so it is kind of a bit annoying. But if you're not planning on moving or just saying focus one area, it is nice and useful. Now you can just hit pause or stop down here if I don't want to use the hotkeys. And then it'll just play back. I don't know if you heard that a little bit, but it also catched my audio. So I can choose to save it. If I do, it'll just put it up into my editor here. Like this video I did with this, and if I hit save, it'll just upload it straight into there. Or I can just delete it. Now I don't need it, so I'm just going to delete it. And give it a second to where it doesn't freak out on me. It's okay. You can do this, Billy. You can do this. Just chill. I know it's not responding. How about this? Let's make it easy on you. It's okay. I've already saved it. It's okay. Just take your time. Take your time. It's not like we got viewers or anything. Not at all. I'm sorry for the tiny bit of slight delay. Don't freak out. F5. F5. Just so you know, that's hotkey to refresh. It's just naturally set that way. In case you did not know. Okay, well, if you're gonna, you know, keep doing that, I'm just gonna kind of, yeah, just stay right there. Okay, so the next option I have, and sorry if it's a bit glitchy because of this, I'm just gonna keep him in his own little corner there, so we can continue. So the next thing I have is let's put that back up, is FRAPS. Now I have done what was it? My Minecraft episode 4 link up here. I did using FRAPS, and it actually works very nice. If I put it into my AVS, it, you know, didn't have any of those problems. I'm gonna close that. And now, just do it. Just do it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Not freaking out. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that little bit of interruption. So yeah, that actually came out really good. It's a really good high definition thing. And before I go into show you how to set it up so it is high def, I'm going to show you how to download it, as it's just better to always show how to download stuff. So I actually do not have this direct link. I tried copying the link and then posting it in a separate window, and it said I did not have a direct thing, a direct link or direct connection to it. So I'm sorry about that, but this link right here says FRAPS download. Oops. That is the one you want. Not this WinWar thing or zip or none of that. Just this free, the FRAPS download, the one that's highlighted right there. That's what you want. Now, I will put a link to this video in the description, of course. This link is in his description. He explains FRAPS very well. I'm also going to explain it also, so that way you can just, click on the link and then just go click on this link. I'm sorry I do not have the direct link, but hey, this is still a direct link if you go to his video. It works very well. It'll take you to this, well, let me just click on it for you, so you can kind of see. It goes to AdFly, and you don't mess with any of this. Just look up here where it says, please wait for seconds and stuff, and then just click skip ad, and it'll go straight to putting it down in your little downloads notification bar, and you can go from there. So I'm not going to click it because I already have it, but yeah, that is how you get that, or at least how you will get it from my video, and technically his. So onward to FRAPS. Let's see, general, and you can just start strap, little things there. I just don't kind of mess with those. That is for overlay. I suggest that you hide it. It just has the little numbers. One quick word of advice. The link here will give you the paid version. It's not like a super bad cracked copy or anything. It's still really good. But just so you know, if you get the unpaid version, you are going to have many headaches. I will tell you because I did. It only lets you record for 30 seconds. It is actually very annoying. And if I remember correctly, we just hop over here. Hop over there. Here. Oh, I already did that. No, shush. Shush. Shh. Okay. Browse videos. Playlist. Favorite. Scroll on down. Scroll on down. FRAPS Problems. He pretty much explains the 30-second thing. And so yeah, if you want to go see him, he has many things. Problems. I only watched until you mentioned the 30-second thing. I was like, that's what that is. So yeah. If you do not have the unregistered and you have the paid version, it'll let you record for as long as you want. One word of advice though, I was recording a World of Warcraft, and it cut off after 18 minutes and like 25 seconds. So, I need to work on getting the clock in front of my face, but if you guys are good at, managing time in your head, just to let you know. Okay, so let's go over to movies now. You can choose your hotkey. That will not switch like the expression encoder one will. You want to set it to 40. 40 is nice. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. 40 is smooth gameplay, and you want full size for your HD, your high quality HD recording video. You guys may have not just a record sound, you'll have two options that you want to click on. One will record your commentary, the other will record your screen and gameplay. My headset is just picky. It will not let anything record. gameplay sounds, except maybe Bandicam with Minecraft, but that's about it. So yeah, 40 FPS, full size, and just kind of leave everything else the way it is. Screenshots, hockey, I haven't really used that. You can choose your image format. You got 4 instead of 3 in the AVS. When you put it into your editor, the audio and video will not be slow or behind or anything. I know because I've already done it. So yeah, that is FRAPS. Existing FRAPS. Yes. So yep, that was the AVS screen capture and FRAPS. I do recommend FRAPS. It will not show up in recording unless you actually have the actual game window up. So, one more little, something you should know for you. I do not know how long this has been recording. So, I hope this hasn't been too long for you. If it was, I apologize. In part 3, I will be covering my fast stone capture, which is actually the one I'm using right now. Main reason why I can't record it, or tell you guys about it this episode. So, I will show you guys next time. Take care.